Hey guys, glasgowTCG here. So recently we done the the deck match with Alsaris and Kaguya. So I'm just bringing you a quick, well, I say quick, it's me. The deck profile for Kaguya. So Kaguya herself, she is white green ruler. She has a deactivate cost of moonlight and 1. It's really hard to see when it's not colourful. So her effect on her ruler side is you may play Moon as if it were green. So comes into play a lot with the stone lineup. What I've actually done with the deck, because it still allows for so much sort of versatility in what I need to play as stone lineup. Her other effect is not the most relevant, but is still useful in the same time. So whenever a moon enters the field, you get to draw a card, which can be relevant, sort of. Depends what I've got my field set up. So as she flips, she goes to Kaguya, the Moonlit Saviour. So we have a vast majority of effects that I don't really use them if I'm honest. So she still has the Greenwill. I can read it. So still have the Moonwell produce green. Whenever your opponent's card, whenever you would awaken a card, she gains 2 +1/+1 counters, so 100, 100. So she can get massive. I haven't built around that at all. I play 1 card with awakening. Oh, 2 cards with awakening actually. 2 cards. Only use 1 of them, which you'll find out later on. It's one of the main sort of focuses of the deck later on. So she has oh my god, I've never realised how many effects she has. She has about 6. Jesus Christ. So she has Moon, cancel target automatic ability. So that's the likes of Adam Bradley, just get pesky things. Anything with a black box enter, anything that triggers automatically. It's useful. I never actually flip the card because I don't plan to ever. It's just a mana fixer for me. But she's there as an option. So she then has a second effective light and a moon, light and a void, prevent the next damage that be dealt to this card. Not as relevant as I would hope, but it's there nonetheless. And then she has a God's Art of Moon, Light, 3 voids, rest all resonators your opponent controls, and recover all stones you control. And awakening costs Moon less this turn. So that's Kaguya for you. That was a mouthful and took up nice 3 minutes of the video because she has so many effects I didn't realise. So quickly we'll run through them. So there's the Cheshire Cat. Massive powerhouse. It's effectively, so what happened is I had Reflect World built and really enjoyed Kaguya, so made Kaguya World, took out the world and made it Turbo Gwyber. So the deck's focus is just spam Gwybers and hope you win. So it's your draw engine. It filters well with Morgiana. So I never went through the stones. Ah well. So because your moon produces green, almost every stone that I play produces green for moon as well. So she's a 300 body with an effect of, if you're to draw outside your draw phase, you look at the top 3 and add 1 to your hand instead. Filters anything you don't want, filters things that you need. So next, move on. So we got 3 familiar of Holy Wind, 4 familiar of Holy Wind. It was 3 that I played in Alice's World. So it was. Draw a card when it enters. It adds to the draw engine. It filters through your deck. It makes things cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So 4 Moonbreeze Elf, because it's ultimately better than Elvish Beast because it produces moon, or green with Kaguya. And it can be attacked as well, which is very, very useful. So we'll then move on to the Resonators and leave that card for last. So 3 Tsukiyomi Noble. She's a moon, and control. It's like there's a control aspect of the deck which comes with Kaguya and Tsukiyomi Noble. Whenever she enters, she may pay an awakening of a moon, and you can kill an addition field that is not a moon. So it's sort of useful, sort of not useful. Not very many fields are played at the moment, but that might change later on. So the more useful effect is players cannot play activate abilities of resonators they control unless they control a moon. So Tsukiyomi Noble's a moon. I don't have a problem playing this card because I'm always going to have Tsukiyomi Noble out with her effect. So next is 2 Hira because Regalia hate and I play a little bit of blue. I find out that I'm filtering her quite a lot, so she might come out, but I like her too much. Next, 3 Adam Bradley. It allows you to turbo into more Guibers, produces more will, produces draw, just everything you need in a card, and you don't need to pay will for him. You just sack your little creatures, so he gets better. And then the namesake is Guiber. So you may pay 2 void less for every resonator you have played this turn, and they're still on the field. So a 1-drop 12/12 flyer. It's pretty beefy. So the card that I left over last was Lunar Abyss. So the idea is you turbo into. So you obviously want your ideal turn 1 is Moonbreeze Elf. Your ideal turn 2 is Morgiana, Cheshire Cat, into a Guiber, into an Adam Bradley, into a second Guiber. So the concept is, so you've got 12/12, 24, making it 30 with the Adam Bradley if they don't block, and then you awaken the Abyss to stand up your Guiber and attack for game. Because that'll be turn 3. Not many people can deal with 2 Guibers turn 3 with 3 will, and still then come back from the game. So the concept is just spam Guiber and do well. I've spent the past however long since Moonlit Savior coming out actually finding a build that I liked. I originally went with everything that's awakening, decided I disliked it, moved on to this, and decided to play 3 worlds, and then gradually moved on to not playing it at all and just going with Turbo Guiber. So for the spells, I play 2 Forment of the World Tree. It gains me life that I will pay in some stones with Moonshades that you'll see in a minute because this won't take long. And with Morgiana, I can filter through so much of my deck. Essentially, if I play this turn 2, I can filter the perfect hand for turn 3 and just go off. I play 3 Wall of Wind because playing a Moonbreeze Elf into a Wall of Wind is pretty nice. It means it locks your opponent out. It sets them back so much that I just gain so much advantage, so much pressure with Guibers that they can't do it. They can't come back. My one tech is, well, I've got 3 one-offs, but my favourite one is Rapid Decay. I've been playing it in everything at the moment. I just like the card. I think it's just an outright kill for one red. Anything that's 2 or less, generally speaking, there's not much that really goes above 2 costs in a deck. 1 Glimpse of Kaguya. I can't cancel God's Arts, and this is really the purpose of the card. It gets round, obviously Dark Alice's God's Art will hurt a lot, since everything I play is almost small and weenie, apart from the Guibers, but hopefully they don't turbo out to that quick enough. Then lastly, 1 Sprint of the Beast Lady. this is horrendous and I haven't used it and will probably come out, but I can't think of a better card at the moment, so it stays there. Makes all my weenie things big, but it's not as relevant without Reflect, which I miss. I miss Reflect World, but I like this too much. So quickly with the stone base, there's 4 Moonshades. Tap, produce a moon, or produce a green, because you have Kaguya, who can does wonders. It means that things aren't dead. So it has an activated rest, pay 200, and produce any colour. So that's where the Format of the World trees come in. It heals me that life, or stops the aggro heal. Then we have 3 Magic Stone of Moonlight. I don't have a problem with playing 3 of this because it produces green, so it's effectively just a mono green stone for me. But later on, if they're both on the field, I have access to any colour I want for 200 or nothing. It fixes a lot of mana problems that I found with the Reflects. So the problem with the Reflect World in my head was you have to play Regalias because you have to play the Ruler's Memoria. Now Kaguya's fixed that in my head. So we'll see how it goes. So lastly, we have 3 Moonbase Memoria, because I didn't have anything else better to play, and it's a 3 colour special stone. Seems quite logical in my head. Produces moon or light, and Kaguya obviously lets it produce green as well for the moon. So everything produces green, which is sort of the base of the deck, and then it's built with the blue and the light to combo off effectively. So the green is there to solidify your positioning with Morgiana and Moonbreeze Elf, and then some Wall of Winds. Then you have light. Light effectively is your win con essentially. It's effectively go into Gwyber as soon as possible and protect it, or win before they can do anything about the Gwyber. So anyway guys, that was Kaguya's world without the world, and it's essentially Turbo Gwyber in my head. It's what I've been calling it since people didn't like Alice's world. So I built something else that's essentially the same deck. Thanks for watching guys. Give me a comment down below, because currently this is my favourite deck that I enjoy playing, and I really like Kaguya. But I want to make it the best it can, so any comment would be useful, and just let me know what you think. Any changes, any cards that maybe I haven't thought of, or I could defend why I haven't played them. There are the likes of Signs of the Future, which will go in the side deck, and could potentially get mained instead of the Sprint of the Beast Lady, but because I want to swarm, it's a little bit less effective. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll see where the side deck actually takes us if I ever plan to build it. So thanks for watching guys, glasgowTCG signing off.